Hey, hello. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me? Yeah, you can hear me. Cool. Hello. Hey, I'm not Sean. I'm Trevor Bettis, and I'm going to be hosting Griddle Champions this week along with one of my best friends. Who's that over there that you can't see, but you can see a griddle of?
It's me. It's Lee. I make
It's me.
pancakes.
It's Lee. I make pancakes. That should just be on a shirt for you. That should be how everyone gets introduced to you. Hi, not Sean, says someone in the chat. Yeah, Sean took the day off, and so I volunteered in to host today because I just like hanging out with Lee. Any excuse to get to hang out with Lee, I'm gonna take it. So I did,
Heck
and now we're
yeah.
here.
And when I heard that was happening, I had the immediate first thought that you have when you love and adore someone is let's make this show about you and yours. I'm super excited that you've teamed up with Luke and are making the Pack Attack.
Pack antics, but I like pack attack.
Pack Antics. That's right. I'm like delay. Look at the image to make sure I get it right.
See, now
Get it wrong still.
Now I'm like, man, if they ever get into combat, I just want them to like go screaming at towards the radio like pack attack. That might be good. That might be good. Yeah. If you didn't know, we have a new webcomic going on our socials and Discord called Pack Antics, and I somehow got to be the writer of it. Luke McKay is doing the art, and it is about some of your favorite champions getting turned into kobolds and the wacky antics that they're going to have along the way in the Witchlight Carnival. Ooh. Spooky. Oh. Okay. At first, it looked like you froze, and I was very concerned. But you were
Yeah.
You were pancake arting very intently.
Yeah, I was figuring out where to start.
Yes. But yeah, Lee was like, "Hey, I want to do art of pack antics," and that was another surreal moment for me. Because you were like, "Hey, I want to do art of this thing that you're working on," and that's I don't hear that a lot. That's weird. That's great. That's awesome. I don't know how to feel.
Well, I'm partly upset because I wanted to do art of Pack Attack.
I've let you down.
No.
We're 4 minutes into the show and I've let you down. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming and hanging out in chat today. We're gonna have some fun, just chilling, making some pancake art, and just having some fun conversations while we watch Lee do literal magic. I don't care what anyone says. Pancake art is literal magic. I don't understand how he does it. I watch him do it regularly, and I still don't get it. I feel like if you put me on there with the goopy stuff and the griddle, it'd be a mess. It would look worse than a normal pancake.
I appreciate you calling out that it's magic because no one really seems to grasp the degree of like when you make the pact with the griddle, it's like it's a big deal. And
I forgot Pact of the Griddle. I forgot that we had come up with that.
What's funny too is you would think that when you become a warlock, Pact of the Griddle, you would like just inherently get fire resistance. But I burn myself all the time.
Well, that's part of the give and take of the pact. You know, you get these amazing skills. You got to give a little, not burnt flesh every so often.
It's like the that Pathfinder class, the kineticist, where you have to like take burn.
What class? From what? What are you talking about? I don't know what this game is you're speaking of. What?
Oh, I don't know if you know this about Griddle Champions, but everything's fair game except waffles to talk about.
Oh, good. So we finally put Dragon Bait on there? Good, because
we did, yeah.
Y'all were disrespecting my boy Dragon Bait for too long. I was very upset about that.
I mean, I don't even remember why.
I don't know either. No good reason.
That inside joke became an inside joke. Like it was something. And then sometimes you just got to lean in. And we did.
You disrespected Dragon Bait for too long. He did nothing wrong. He's just a nice little lizard boy that wants to be everybody's friend. Hack up some zombies with the Holy Avenger. He's a good dude. He's a good dude.
I mean, his weapon does sound like a hair metal
Oh
band
yeah.
song. Holy Avenger!
Been up too long with the minutes. Yeah, no, you can totally. Yeah, yeah. God, that'd be really good. I do kind of want like Wizards to sponsor a hair metal band. It's like, no, just use whatever wording you want. Talk about beholders, Vecna, whatever you want. Just go to town.
I mean, if Led Zeppelin can make a living off of Hobbit songs.
Yeah, that's fair. You know, when you really boil down Led Zeppelin to that. Led Zeppelin, a band that got big off of Hobbit songs.
Yeah, it's a Hobbit cover band, and they did all right.
J-Dog says, question, did Sean tell you you have to spoil this week's weekend buffs? No, he did not. But I already knew that. But now I want to play it like I didn't know that, and therefore it won't happen.
That's the best way to do it. I feel like sometimes you just gotta be withholding.
Yeah, you know. You can't just immediately give everybody what they want. I mean, that's how you get walked over and everything. And I am not a doormat host. I'm a host.
And what's weird is like you want to tell them.
I do.
But
I scheduled all the posts that are going to go out later today, yesterday. I already know what they are.
But principle dictates you now can't.
Yeah. Was it Catch 23? I mean, heavy / power metal would be better. Ooh, you're not wrong. Check out Glory Hammer. It's basically a homebrew spelljammer. Oh. I'm literally taking out my phone right now and going to the music app.
Spelljammer confirmed.
Which music app is it? I don't know. Reach out to me. Maybe you could sponsor it, and then I'll say which one it is. What is it? Glory Hammer?
I need you to, as I'm starting to write the letters on this.
Yeah.
I need you, once I do that, I need you to keep me honest and make sure I follow it with an N. So okay. I don't accidentally write Pack Attack.
If you write Pack Attack, I'm not going to lie. I will be happy still. Like, it will be amazing, and I will instantly show it to Luke.
There's a less than 0 chance that just happens because of, like, the nature of this beast is I turn my brain off to do it.
Yep. Okay, I got to put this up on the camera. Look at this band. Oh, you can't. It's a little blurry. They're all, like, in armor and cloaks and stuff. Like, they look cool. Yeah, it won't show up on there well, but okay. I'm
Sword.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about Sword. I'm gonna put one of their albums in my music so I can remember to listen to that later.
The reason I've listened to a lot of Sword is I don't actually enjoy a lot of like angry screaming metal. Like I just don't want my music to like make me feel bad.
Okay. No, I definitely do like the power metal, like fantasy metal sort of stuff where it's just like I like Dragonland. That is a fun band. They're like, you know what, we're gonna tell some weird epic fantasy story through metal music. Let's go.
Right, but I mean, this guy would
entire book to like power metal at one time.
That is awesome. But I'm also referring a lot more to like just the real angry. And if you're able to make out some of the words, you'll wish you didn't. But then he was like, oh, and then there's this, you might like this one. This is a sword.
Mm-hmm.
And he would be the driver a lot of times. And so I would just instinctually, because I liked it. It was very cool.
Yeah.
And I really did not like the other stuff that he would play.
Mm.
So I would always be like, hey, let's put that Sword song on.
Yeah, let's do this one instead. Yeah, no, your stuff's good. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Let's just listen to this. Star Chaser 43 said, question. Where'd it go? It went away. What was for breakfast, Lee and Trevor? Cold coffee and a donut.
Tears of My Child.
Whoa.
Sorry, I'm listening to that. We're talking about the dark metal stuff, and
Tears of My Child does sound like a metal band. But what'd you have for breakfast?
A cup of coffee.
Beautiful. How messed up would it have been if I was like a waffle? Like I knew I was gonna host this show today, and I was like, I'm gonna eat a waffle for breakfast.
I guarantee you, if Garwar ever stepped into the hosting shoes, he would
He
eat a
1,000%
waffle
would.
and happily talk about it.
Oh yeah, no, he would talk about waffles the entire show. Like how good they are, how great they are for, like, syrup catching purposes. Yeah, I could see it.
Yeah.
I could see it. We're just getting metal band suggestions now. Let's see. Babylon Ranger 261. Seriously, if you like Glory Hammer, you'll probably like Lords of the Trident too. These are just good names.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Now is time.
Oh, Sean is in the chat. Sean is here.
Sean.
This is the Proto Man is a good band. Their songs are based off of Mega Man. That's legit.
Yeah.
Oh God. J-Dog says, question, what is Trevor's opinion on Critical Role and Legend of Vox Machina from last night? 1, I don't keep up with Critical Role. 2, I haven't watched the newest Legends of Vox Machina, so I'm a failure all around.
Have you watched any of it yet?
I did. I watched the 6 episodes? Yeah, because they released 3 the first week, 3 the second week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I watched them. I watched the first 6 of them. J-Dog time for a new host. I just got here. Trevor is banned from the show. Yeah, no, I watched the first 6 episodes. It was good. Like I appreciate Critical Role. I've never had the time to actually watch or listen to the entirety of a campaign, but
right.
I appreciate what they do. They do good stuff. And the show is entertaining. But I don't have the connection that like everyone else does, that they're like, oh my God, when this moment happened, I was like, yeah, that was a plot beat. And so I'm just kind of off on the side. I'm like, I'm really happy you all are enjoying the heck out of this. I'm watching it and it is entertaining me, and that is the best I can do. I know who everyone's voice is. that's what I'm proudest of. It's like, okay, I know whose voice that is. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I mean, if you're enjoying yourself, awesome. If that includes listening or not, oh, please fit. Oh.
It'll be fine. If it doesn't fit, maybe attack will fit. You can just wipe it all out, put attack.
It's more letters.
Crap. Hey, TTRP GIF is here.
Hey,
and he knows that it's me. Yes, it is. Ha 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 ha. I've taken over Sean's spot. It's a different seat though.
For the day.
Yeah.
Don't get comfortable. I'm just kidding. No, you're always
get comfortable in your own chair in your own house, okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to put like a thumbtack under your seat real quick.
Sean says hostile takeover. Come on now. Let's see. Someone said hashtag new best friends. Well, see, that's the joke. Like Lee and I have been best friends for a long time too. I'm Sean and him and Sean's best friendery. That's a word that I've made up now. Is just more present and obvious. So, you know.
Look, you're both my favorite children.
Cassie's 335. Next time it's Aaron's turn. I would love for Aaron to host this show. Oh my God, that would be amazing. You could just do all of the Brimstone Angels characters through the whole episode.
That would be, although I don't know if I've ever talked about this on stream. I know Sean absolutely knows about this, but every once in a while people will ask like what was your worst pancake or this and that. I have what feels like to me a curse in that every single time I have, and I'm never going to stop doing them because I love them so much and I want it to not happen sometime. But every time I've had to do a Brimstone Angel as a pancake, I have felt, I'm sure some people don't feel this way because they aren't in my brain, but I have felt miserable about how bad I feel like I did on the pancake.
What?
I've got a curse for my like, and it's not even for me. It's not even a matter of like, oh, I'm just being too critical. I'm like, no, I really there's always something that I mess up, and sometimes it's just my color mix or something. But I'm just always like, no. So let's get Aaron on the show one day and break the curse.
Okay. I still don't think you did a bad job.
Right. I do.
Hey, as someone else who does different forms of art, I fully understand the artist thing. It was just like, it's trash. Everything I do is terrible. I live with that daily. You didn't. They look good. I do genuinely think they look good, but I do also think having Aaron on and doing all of the Brimstone Angels would be really fun. That could be a good one.
Yeah, and nothing says let's beat the curse like having the person that you're trying not to offend. And, like nothing. Let's make it more pressures. I think what the real thing is.
I think so. Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, like, what other way would you do it? I mean, really, come on. Also, apparently, Sean is saying a question: why is Lost Ark delayed? And I don't know. We don't work at that company, Sean.
Lost Ark.
Lost Ark is a game that's coming out. Well, supposed to come out. I think yesterday. That sounds right. Yeah, apparently they're having some server issues, but I just assume that any new game that is hooked up to any sort of server is unplayable on day one. Like, that is just my assumption. Like, Destiny Witch Queen comes out end of the month, and I'm extremely excited for that. Not as excited as I am for Elden Ring. Oh my god. But I'm extremely excited for it. I'm not planning at all to turn on Destiny the day that comes out. Because it's like literally one of the people already said like, hey, because they were like, hey, we got 1 million pre-orders, thank you so much. And then one of the people from the team retweeted and was just like, expect a queue. 1 million people pre-ordered this. Oh, jeez. But yeah, Lost Ark. I played the beta, alpha, or whatever they did for it, and it did not impress me in a bad way. But apparently what is coming out now is extremely different from that beta. Because I guess this game's been running in another part of the world for quite a while now, and what we got in the beta was the original release, while what we're getting now is the fully updated and quality of life changed game that is everywhere else. That, if I remember correctly. Oh, it's, okay, Sean, it's been out in South Korea for a few years. So yeah, there we go. So I guess this is the finished product. So I did the $15 founders thing. I'm gonna check it out once it is easier to check out.
Oh my gosh, I accidentally wrote pack analytics. Trevor, I really do appreciate the fact that you come from shows where it's like we're talking about the lore of this and this and that. We make art with goop here. It's all Idle Champions stuff that we make, and that's awesome. But like, you don't have to like, oh, what's that game? I don't know. Only Idle Champions. That's not how we do it on this one. We are a brunch hangout show.
Brunch hangout show. I like that.
We are always encouraging you. Ask us questions. Trevor and or Sean should always know the exact answer you need.
Should
but
always
like,
know that is yeah. I should always know everything, especially as the community manager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're
See,
you're allowed to talk about.
It's baked into me now, where I'm just like, Idle Champions. You like Idle Champions? You want champions? I got champions. You know, as proven on the wait. What? J-Doc says as proven on the Reddit Q&A. What did I do on there? What? Oh, are you talking about the codes? Because I also do that. So we have a thing now in the Reddit Q&As where someone comes in and says I code for like one of the first comments, and I'm now finding different things to not have a code as that is snarky.
I like that.
This week's was try again next week.
Nice.
Yep. I keep telling people like this is why it's good. They don't let me do these secret codes that everybody keeps talking about, because I would be a monster. Like I would be an evil DM when it came to them, where I would do a Reddit Q&A, and then like the first letter of the first like 16 answers I gave, it like builds up the code. I would do stuff like that. I would do it where it's like I put up a fake code and it doesn't work, and then 3 weeks later I make it work. Like I would be evil.
Yeah. Like that's the thing, is if you're gonna be like, try again next week, it's like, oh, he's not gonna give us a code. Just one of those times, it is. Like one of those times, like, so it's just you're forcing them to always try.
Yep.
Like, this is real code. No, it's not. And they put it in, it's not. And then you just have one like, this is probably fake, but that's like the real code.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh.
I would be very evil with it.
Get at it, bro. I'm sure you're allowed to make a random
Don't let your dreams
code.
be dreams.
Yeah.
TTRP give a what DM? Yeah, you know. You got a whole award category for that. Let's see.
As a contracted artist once a week for C&E, I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to make the kind of decisions like
who gets
like you're allowed to make codes whenever you want.
Yeah. Let's see. We got Larry Powell. Says, I just started playing. I got an in-game notification that you were live, and that I would get a free code just for coming in to watch. Yes, you do. Welcome, by the way, Larry. You can hit exclamation code, and you can get the code to easily copy and paste into your game. Though I do see that someone, it was actually the C&E Games. Thank you, Sasha. Sasha's moderating today. By the way, Sasha is fantastic and doing an awesome job, and was like, hey, why aren't you in the question docs? And I went, the what? Because I'm a professional. So yeah, be sure to grab those. We do one of these for each of our shows as they go live, so you can get a bunch of free stuff for Idle Champions, and I hope you enjoy your game.
And feel free to stick around and watch pancake art be made right in front of your eyes.
That's literally the most important part out of all the shows. Don't bother with my other shows. Just
stop that. Your other shows are up.
This is the show. This is the one. This is the way. Pancake art is the way. Oh boy.
Your other shows are pretty fantastic, bud.
My other shows are fun. They're fun times. Let's see. Lurking Writer question. Sean, something's different. Where's your Vox Machina hat? Also, hi. Hey, Lurking Writer. I don't. Oh, you're doing it on that one. Yes. Perfect. I fully endorse this. Oh, look at that. Look at that brow. Look at that brow. Yeah. See, the only hat that I've got next to me right now, and I don't know why this is here, is my little page boy hat. But I got this cool bard pin, and it's actually got a little spinny D20 on it.
XG, Pancake Flip gonna happen soon?
Yeah, here we are for the Pancake Flip. Everybody in town's real jazzed about it. It'll be the bee's knees, they say.
So when I do flip this pancake over, it's gonna be time to start talking about your strip, how it came to be, all those things. But wait, not until.
Oh, you mean comic strip? Oh.
Whoa! What did you think I meant?
You know what? We're just gonna move on.
Go into that instead. Like, who cares about comic strip?
That was a very ill-timed sip of water I took.
Was it an ill-timed sip of water or a perfectly timed joke to make you spit out water?
TTRP, yes. Trevor, yes. Phrasing. Yes, Lurking Writer, we are still doing phrasing. Oh, it's meant to be a paint and slay? They do phrasing on paint and slay? Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, we don't do phrasing on this.
Yeah.
We lean into it.
Alias Bug, Griddle Champions, come for the code, stay for the spit take. Well, we've got a few flips in the chat, but we don't have what I would call enough flips in the chat. If you know what I'm saying.
Well, we're not quite there yet. Oh, do I have my spatch? I do.
That would be terrible if you didn't have the spatula.
This wouldn't be the first time. I'd be like, oh wait, hold on, I gotta go to the kitchen.
Now, okay, this is a weird question, but it's one that I've had in my head for a while watching the show.
I love a weird question.
Is that like a special spatula? Like, it looks like it's a little different from a spatula I would have, like,
So it is the one that comes with our griddle.
Okay.
If you purchase our griddle at dancakes.com. But the real difference is that because you're doing this to your pancake and you don't want to like corrupt the art.
Yeah.
You can see it perfectly with the
it
comes down and is as flat as possible.
Yeah.
So that the integrity of the pancake is not.
Yeah. No. Okay. That I'm glad I wasn't just seeing things. And I'm glad I also didn't try to like do pancake art and then flip it with.
Y'all ready for flips?
Legally distinct. And boom! Look at that. Yes. That's so cool. That is so cool to see.
That's your show.
That's my thing.
That's your strip. It's a thing you do.
Yeah. J-Dog says, take a photo.
J-Dog is he's good people. He always makes sure. He always makes sure that I'm.
You know what I could also do? I could also just like snip it. I'm just gonna snip it.
You should do that.
I snipped it.
Ad infinitum.
At what?
Forever.
What?
Like always come in and snip.
Oh.
It would really, really help me out.
See, here's the thing. I would. Don't get me wrong. If it were up to me, I would be in the chat for this show every week. However, I'm very busy. In fact, yesterday afternoon, it was me going, oh, wait, I'm hosting a show tomorrow morning for 2 hours. I need to get all of my work done.
Yeah. How'd that go?
It went well. I got all the things posted. If something doesn't show up somewhere later, you know why. And with that, it's Red Bull time.
And with that, it's your fault, Lee. So tell me about the genesis of
oh boy,
Hack Attack.
So literally, like, I wish I could say that. Don't forget to post the Champions Lore podcast. Don't get me wrong. It has been on my list to do every day since Wednesday, and I have not had time for it. Will there be time for it today? We shall see. Probably not. We'll see what happens. Yeah, so the way that Pack Antics came to be, and I wish there was a cooler story like this. I'm like, I'd been concepting this for so long, and I finally built, like, a pitch for it, and I sent it off. No, it was literally in a meeting. And Dylan was like, hey, also, by the way, we're thinking about starting up an ongoing webcomic. And I immediately unmuted my mic and shouted like Katniss Everdeen at the beginning of the first Hunger Games, I volunteer to be a writer.
Well, you see, while that may not be like the story of like overcoming the odds and getting out there, the cool part about that story is you said, I'll do it on being the writer of a continual stream or a continual comic, and the answer was yes, and that's kind of a big deal that you need to appreciate.
Okay, I didn't tell you what Dylan said. What his exact words were to my reaction was, I think you're gonna regret saying that. To which I said, well, the 17-year-old in me who's wanted to be a webcomic writer since they were 17 disagrees with you. Because that's really the thing. Like, I've loved webcomics since I was in high school. I used to read, Control Alt Delete. That one was great before it wasn't. Yeah. Then that's the thing you can look up. And then I read Least I Could Do, looking for group. I read some Penny Arcade. What? Oh my God, why can't I remember? Oh, PvP. I couldn't remember Scott Kurtz's. I was into a lot of webcomics, and I always wanted to write one. And by that I mean I did write them, just no one saw them because I didn't know anyone who could draw. And I cannot draw. Don't. This is another reason this man is magic to me. I can't even draw with a pencil. This man is drawing with goop and making it look great, and it's backwards for him. You're a wizard. But yeah, so I've always wanted. Well, okay, I actually did forget webcomic there. Another one that I read regularly was the Rooster Teeth webcomic from back in the late mid 2000s, which Luke McKay drew.
Oh, nice.
And so yeah, now that I'm writing a webcomic that Luke McKay is drawing, whose comics I read in high school, it is extremely weird. It several times a week I go, wait, they're letting me do this.
I do think it's real funny that the one you almost forgot to mention is the one that your artist.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like that's how many of those that I read and tried to keep up with and everything, that I would just get them. And I'm sure I'm forgetting other ones that I used to read and whatnot. But yeah, so we had a meeting about like, hey, is this something we want to do? And we were talking about ideas for it, and we came up with this idea of the champions being turned into kobolds, because everyone really loved that part of ICP2, Idle Champions Presents. Idle Champions Presents Trials of Mount Tiamat, when they got turned into kobolds. So we're like, okay, well, what if we just did a webcomic about that, of them just being turned into kobolds and then just doing things. And Luke, we were trying to come up with a name for it, and Luke freaking knocked it out of the park. Takes out the monster manuals, looking at it and everything. He goes, oh, well, they've got an ability called Pack Tactics. What if we called it Pack Antics? And like literally everyone in the meeting went, that's it. No question, no, like, oh, maybe we'll see. It was like, nope, that's the name.
No one even floated Pack Attack?
No one floated Pack Attack, I'm sorry. And someone did point out earlier in the chat, I think there's something about Marvel owning something along those lines, so we'd get in trouble with it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, somebody's saying I'm really quiet? I'm really quiet? Good Lord, no one's ever said that about me. Hang on one second. Okay, I'm now up to 100% on there. And you don't
Am I quiet?
I think you're fine.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. But like, am I loud?
Hang on. No, you're fine. Okay, I'm gonna see if that does it. That should hopefully do it. Might have been a touch of sarcasm. Oh, really? Lee's a bit louder than normal, actually. You were definitely quiet compared to Lee. Better now. Okay, cool. Oh, DJ Knight's here. DJ Knight's in the chat. Well, hello.
Hi, DJ Knight.
Oh yeah, hey, it says hello, Trevor. Hey, DJ. Thanks for stopping by. Lee's making pancake art of the webcomic I write, which is still weird to say.
I've been doing pancake art for 5 years, and it still is always weird to say, hey, I'm doing pancake art on my show. Mm-hmm. So believe me, when that becomes not weird to say and not something really cool and unique, that's when there's an issue.
Yeah. Right? Like you've been doing this show now. Oh, DJ. Oh, we might need to have a quick substitute. DJ suggested zombie nuggets, and if you don't know, zombie nuggets is a good joke from Black Dice Society. And I kind of want you to draw a zombie nugget.
Can you get me an image?
I can. I actually need to make sure that it's okay with the artist first. That happens. Let's see it. Let's see if they.
Well, we've got time.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna message this person. Stall for time. Do something interesting.
You do something other than make pancake art of my friend's webcomic that I said, hey, I really want to do that. You want me to do something interesting? All right, here we go. What?
Oh, Jesus. Quick quick random question. I'm messaging Art and Audio on Twitter, who does a lot of artwork for Black Die Society as the episode's going. And at one point, they did do a zombie nugget image. And now I'm saying, hey, quick random question. Can I get the image of the zombie nugget, and are you okay with it being turned into a pancake live on stream?
I super hope they know what pancake art is, because that's going to be a longer discussion than you think.
Nugget image. Are you okay with it being turned into a pancake live on stream? That's the first time I've ever DM'd that person too.
Oh my gosh.
Pure chaos. This is what you get when you have me on the show. That's it.
I can handle it.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't ask me to vamp again, or I'll bring back the pancake art, or the pancake hand puppet that I had last week.
I'm sorry. This might need to happen. I need to see it.
I did like a this.
You need to take the goop and give it little eyes.
I did.
Yes. I gotta go watch the VOD from last week. I'm gonna go watch that.
Wait, you haven't yet?
No, I am a busy man, Lee.
I make time for you. I'm just
kidding. So Star Chaser 43, Trevor, you want what? And what have you been drinking? I'm drinking. I mean, I'm drinking an energy drink, and if they want to, pay to sponsor this show, they can, and it'll be whoever they want.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people talk about quote unquote energy drinks before.
Quote unquote, yeah. Actually, I got a question for the chat. DJ, I feel like you're going to be biased. What other champion, I'm not saying this is going to happen anytime soon, but what other champion would you want to see as a kobold in pack antics? I almost said pack attack. This is what you've done to me.
Yes.
Ishii? Is it? Ooh, Sentry. I do like that.
Oh, it's kobolds. I was like, I've done those before.
Mm-hmm. Lurking Rider human. I think they've got that unlocked. What champions are in pack antics now, says someone. Oh, well, the first, what we're calling issue 0 that came out the week before, has all of the current champions in it. So it is Jarlaxle, Calliope, Minsk, Yorvin, Celeste, and Lazaps. So those 6 are the ones that we're going to be following. TJ, yes, I am biased. No comment.
Oh, I want comment. I want to know who.
Oh God, Real Bunny Beast Archon. I don't think we're gonna get that. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's a harder conversation.
I feel weird enough being like, hey, I'm gonna take this Dragonborn, Paladin of Tiamat and turn him into a kobold. I think Joe Manganiello would come after me. There would be a knock on the door and a fist in my face.
You know what though? If we're gonna be 100% honest, I bet he'd be thrilled. Thrilled. Joe's the reason I got into D&D.
That is true. Let's see.
He literally told me to get into
Nan Bread Loaf says Bailoff. That would be fun. Bailoff did get turned into one for the Isle Champions Presents, but that could be a fun one to do. I can tell you that there was Luke and I had a couple meetings, just him and I, of coming up with the designs for these. And those were so much fun. At some point, I got talking about maybe showing off the concept art, because it was just so much fun, coming up with what was unique about them. If you go back and look at the first one we did that has all 6 of them there, Celeste's holy symbol is now a 2-handed weapon because she's smaller. We talked about having Boo get turned into a little lizard, but we thought it was funnier that he was normal, and Minsk just kept calling him a medium giant space hamster now.
Yeah, I actually really liked that when I saw that.
Yeah, we were just coming up with fun little things like that, and there was a concept art of Calliope with this massive loot standing next to, I think we had her standing next to Brig. Brig. There's Brig and Briv. It's not confusing at all. Let's see, who else do we got in here? Oh, Strix. Strix would be great. DJ, brain in a jar. You want brain in a jar as a kobold? That would be just a brain with a little kobold snout. It gets the scritches. Let's see, Prudence, Corazon, and Rust all together as kobolds. That could be fun. I mean, we would have to obviously work closely with Outside Xbox on that, but that could be really fun. I could see some pure chaos coming out of that. Let's see, Zorbu and Orkira. Yeah, that would be fun. Zorbu was so close to being in this run of comics. So close that we had it drawn out, but we decided to go with a different champion for it. So Zorbu, that is very possible in the future. Star Chaser 43. I'm trying to picture Archon as a kobold. Lol. Let's see. What? Oh, look here, I said, hey, if we can make Archon sing a Taylor Swift inspired song about Tiamat, why not do a kobold on a pancake? J-Dog says Xeraphon. That could be fun. Nerds. I don't think we're gonna get to that. There's a little too many legalese in doing that one. But who knows?
Like, they're already adorable. Like,
but I could just, Luke could just at some point. I said me, like I could do it. He's the one that can draw and actually do cool things. It'd be kind of funny just at some point in the background of somewhere to have a mine cart and it's just full of like multicolored kobolds. It's like it's not saying it exactly, but it's there. I love little references like that.
Yeah, and just have like someone walk by and be like, geeks.
DJ said, oh yeah, what was the brain's name?
I think it was
Stuart? I think it was Stuart. I think that was it. I've only listened to the show so oh yeah, DJ, yep. There we go. I've only had you all talking in my ears while I edit the show for hours for it was for a reason so I can remember this stuff. Warden, but as a kobold shaped Warforge. Yeah, that one would be cool. That one was on my list of possibles. That one didn't get. I don't think that one ended up getting drawn out, but Warden was definitely on there because Warden's cool.
Yeah, that was a really fun pancake to make when I made it.
Oh yeah, and you did the key art for it too. That thing was spectacular.
That thing was a beast.
Yeah.
It was one of the early key art ones, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that was the first one that Ivy did. But genuinely, like every time any key art comes out of any of the stuff that we're working on, I'm floored. Oh
yeah,
I forgot to lock my door and my cat got in. Are you gonna be good? Hang on 1 second.
Do you want me to stop making pancakes?
So the reason I laughed is because my cat peeks her head in. She looks around. And I'm like, are you going to be good? And she just looks at me and then backs away. Like, okay, you made that call.
Because I don't want to make any promises I don't think I can keep. I'll just head out.
Yeah. Banana Mobster said, I did fan art of Nahara carrying around Stuart. Very nice. Let's see. Nanbread Loaf, Kobold Rayo with her glowing eyes. That could be cool. That could be pretty cool.
Did you get a response or what's up?
I have not gotten a response yet. I think they might be at work right now. So
maybe this is a forgiveness permission situation.
DJ. Yeah, that's exactly what my cat was like. Star Chaser 43, Trevor, please say that Dragonbait would never become a kobold. Well, now. Though now I'm thinking that actually I kind of want to do that to try and convey Dragonbait communicating through scent in a comic.
Yeah, it's also got to be like the easiest dialogue to write.
Well, because I recently, I don't know if you all know who are in the Discord, there's a comics channel in there now that has all of Luke McKay's Friday comics in there. And I did actually see he did do one with Dragon Bait at one point, and just in the comic bubble drew what the scent was. So like he was smelling like ham, so he drew a little ham on a bone.
That's great.
Yeah. Real Buddy Beast, are you going to be good? Knock something off the table. That is exactly my cat. It's 1,000% my cat.
So I straight up got the art for this week, and when I looked at it, I was like, oh, nice. The colors aren't aren't super. This is gonna be super easy. I mixed 26 colors for today.
26? How much do you normally do?
Somewhere around there.
Something around there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I make a lot. Because the thing is, I make like larger than I need to bottles of most, because I'd rather have too much than run out, because that's happened.
Mm-hmm.
Where I haven't had it, I'd like quick mix some more and the color doesn't match right.
Mm-hmm.
And you know who feels super bad about that when it happens? Me.
Don't feel bad.
Like I once did, and I mixed for this one I did. This is not for the show, but I mixed 30 colors or something.
Ooh.
And that included 5 shades of brown.
Oh, wow.
And I did the Salvador Dali painting, Persistence of Memory, the melting clocks.
Yeah.
And it's dope. It's on my Instagram.
Oh, I gotta go find that.
It's super cool, but I did run out of one of the colors I had.
Oh.
So there's just this swath of unnecessary brown, like a lighter shade of brown in the desert area, and I'm like, well, I sure don't feel great about that.
Okay, so
while this is cooking, I'm trying to get you the image.
To bring your spirits back up from feeling bad. Don't feel bad, Lee. You're fantastic. I love you. I now have in my possession the zombie nugget image and permission to have it be drawn.
All right, DM it to me.
I am DMing it to you now. We'll do this one towards the end as the little like fun one. That way I don't get yelled at or anything. I did miss a question that I know is a regular one on here, but I think it's a good one to bring up every so often, just for new people who are on the shows to know. This is from Graltor. Graltor. Do you turn on the griddle after you make the art? What temperature do you use?
Okay, so when I'm doing this show, I definitely have the griddle on the whole time, because it's just, if it's not cooking, then the line work doesn't kind of set as well. Zombie nuggets, very cool. Just don't. My Instagram is this. At the Lurking Writer, my Instagram is also my Twitter. So at Goldberg337.
I don't even know if I'm following you on there. I need to follow you on there.
Probably. Although I'm so bad about... I wish someone would just do my Instagram for me. Like, I never post anything on there just because I don't love the medium like as much. It's like...
Which is funny, considering like you do art.
That I do a visual medium art? Yes.
Yeah, what now that I'm doing the webcomic, I got something to bring in Instagram. Before that, I'm just like, I could type words and take a picture of it. Like, I don't know what you want.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just writing. I don't know. It's just maybe it's like my old thinking of like kind of the semi-negative self-thought. So I'm like, I don't like, not enough that it persists, and I'm sitting here like, no one would want to see it, because I know people do, but just enough to not have me motivated to like.
I get it.
Pop on my phone and do a, yeah.
Yep. No. I totally understand. I totally get it.
Plus, it's also, I never get, like, I don't know if I still do, but I for a long time had more Instagram followers than Twitter followers.
Oh, really?
But yeah, I mean, it just happened quicker. I'm going to flip this.
All right, here we go. Flip time. Oh, that looks so cool. I love it. I love it. You know, this was another fun one. I wrote this one while talking with Luke, and because we wanted to involve the ticket taker because Luke really liked the goblin from the book, and I was like, okay, but like, what are they gonna do to get by? And like almost at the same time, we both went human, and so we just had 2 stacks.
Yeah, I mean it's right there for
It's
you.
right there, and then human is in the background of that panel. Let's see. Joan of Arc says, Vi as a sassy tiny kobold. I would have the most fun writing Vi as a kobold. That would be hilarious.
But yeah, I also just I get zero. Like I don't get a lot of interaction on Twitter when I post pancakes.
Yeah.
Algorithm
Really?
doesn't really algorithm, man.
Mm.
Especially because like if you use tags at all, it like buries it in the algorithm or something. And then if I don't tag it, it's like I'm not paying enough respect to the show I'm doing.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like Instagram's even worse. Like
Yeah.
I get just so I don't know. It's hard for me to be like, yeah, this matters.
Yeah, well, I mean, I get that because, like, you know, I got into all this by doing podcasts, and my podcasts don't do gangbusters. Like, and like when I first started doing it, I mean, who the heck was I? Like, nobody knew who I was. So like my podcast would get like 15 listens in a day, and I'd be like, that is awesome because that is more than I ever expected to listen to this.
We're doing numbers.
Yeah. So like that, I mean that's really the thing for me with hey, Art and Audio's in the chat. Hello. We're doing artwork for the webcomic Pack Antics right now, but at the end we're gonna do the zombie nugget as a little bonus thing.
I'm just gonna DM you personally real quick.
Okay.
Of one that I think if timing becomes any sort of a thing that we should maybe remove from the list to make that one.
Okay.
Just because all of them are already going to be showcased.
Okay.
If you disagree, you know.
I agree. That was actually the one that I grabbed as a just in case. So this is why we're friends. This is why we're friends.
Just in case, here's 3 full characters to do.
Listen, I told you I don't know what I'm doing. People have just assumed that I know what I'm doing enough to let me do stuff. But
it's like, yeah, because you know I have to mix colors for everything. I mean, it's one of those things where that doesn't matter because I already have the colors, you know.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, and just like here's an extra one if there's time, and it's 7 colors that I'm not already using at all that day. So it's like, cool. So just in case there's any time, let me mix more batter and also add to the cleanup. Because the thing is, if cleanup and setup wasn't a thing, I'd be doing it all the time.
Oh yeah. I mean that's me with board games. This is like I love board games, but I don't want to do the setup, especially Gloomhaven for setup and cleanup. Oh my lord. But no, what I was saying though about like the numbers thing, like I understand the discouraging nature of low numbers, but it's one of those things where it's like, but it's out there, it's on the internet, and it has your name on it, so it no matter what, you're building a portfolio for people to go look at.
I know. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I know. Oh, I know. I'm not wrong.
I mean, if I didn't originally post the stuff I was doing when I wasn't any good on Instagram, I never would have met the people I've met. I never would have met Pancakes. So I get it. I get the importance of it.
Hang on one second. There we go. Had to send a message that I totally missed 15 minutes ago. Let's see. Oh, Star Chaser's got to run. Hope you have a good rest of your Friday, Star Chaser, or whatever time it is, day, future stuff. Time zones are weird. Let me
Thank
see.
you for coming in, Star Chaser.
Sean says Gloomhaven setup and takedown is the worst. Yeah, that's actually why I picked up Jaws the Lion, because I'm like, it is a smaller version of Gloomhaven, and you don't have to set up
I've
the
never
board.
played Gloomhaven. What's it like?
So Gloomhaven is a legacy style game that is pretty much a full like D&D campaign in a box. So
I've heard of it. I just don't know anything about it. Really.
So you get 2 booklets when you open this massive box. And one of them is the rules and one of them is the adventure. And essentially you start in the town of Gloomhaven and you've got a board that's a map. And you start off with just like the tutorial quest. But it's not, go kill 5 crabs and bring it back. It's like actually go like dungeon delve for a little bit. And so the quest tells you like, okay, take sticker 1 and put it on the board map. So you take the sticker and put it on the board, and now that's a location you can go to. So you go find that location in the adventure booklet, and it tells you how to set up the board, and then you run the adventure with the enemies running off of decks of cards, and special rules for positioning for them and everything. And then it's all turn-based. You use cards as movement in attacks and abilities. And you go through, you beat the adventure, and then you go back to town. And there's even cards, there's like town adventures, on the road adventures, and you make decisions that change. There's cards in there that's like, hey, once you decide what to do with this, rip this card in half. You can never choose this again. It is an absolutely wild game. Someone in the chat, what is this, Malkaver? I think that's what you said. I play the video game version. There is a video game version on Steam, and from what I hear, it is extremely good. And probably, and if you set up and take down is a deal breaker for you, a good way to play that game.
I mean, is it a video game based on the game Gloomhaven, or is
it is literally the board game in 3D rendered video game.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, so like all the characters are fully rendered. You have a map that is has hex looking things on it, so that it's the map that you move around on, and then you get the cards and you do the thing. It's basically automating everything for you. And that is one of the problems that I did have with Gloomhaven, is that there's so much stuff to keep up on at any given moment that like for 3 missions, my wife and I completely forgot to do an entire mechanic, and it didn't affect the game.
Oh, okay.
So we were like, wait, why is that one there? But then we were like, well, maybe we're missing something more about it. But yeah, no, Gloomhaven is a good one. There's the big box version. Then there is Jaws of the Lion, which is a smaller version. And then Frosthaven, I think, is the next one that's coming out, which is another big box version. But I like board games, if you can't tell. I like them a lot.
I know I would like them a lot more than I do currently, but I've just never had a group of people who are like, hey, let's play this board game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I've tried to get Ashley and her folks and stuff to like give it a shot. But
mm-hmm. Yep.
It's not in the cards.
No, but my problem right now is that like I have nowhere in my house to play board games, because there's currently old stuff taking up the kitchen table, so I got to clean that off and get some more board game time. But let's see, what is chat up to? Oh, they're talking more about Gloomhaven and board games and stuff. Lurking Rider says, I love board games, but I only have one friend who is willing to play them with me. I totally get that. And 2-player games are surprisingly difficult to find.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's only the thing that I've been obsessed with for the last 2 months, but the Dark Souls board game, you can play that 1-player or 2-player, and it's really fun. That'd
be fun to try.
And I'm not just saying that because I got it this week. But yeah.
Chilling away for Dark Souls as usual. Trevor
Mhm.
Bettis. Yeah, that game's so intimidating to me. Like I just know that I'm not very good at video games.
Mhm.
In general, like I enjoy them. I just I'll play Apex Legends and you know I play with my friend Hank, my
Yeah,
Dankix,
yeah,
the
yeah.
owner of Dankix. I'll play with him, and it's like we have a blast. But his level is so much higher in ranked because he also plays with not me
Mhm.
and is good at the game, and I'm just really not. Like first person shooters, man. I played them for a long time, but
I get it.
it's just I don't know my hand. Plus, I'm older now, and so like I just don't have the patience for the like. I mean, when I was younger, a Final Fantasy game that
Yeah.
has like cutscenes up the wazoo, like all
Yep.
that stuff. I'm like, yes, please.
Yep. I've been going down memory lane with I actually got the Analog Pocket,
Yeah.
the Game Boy thing. And I've been playing some of the old games I used to play, but I've also been buying games I never got to play on Game Boy off of eBay. And some of these games are freaking wild. The Metal Gear Solid Game Boy Color game is a legitimately great Metal Gear Solid game. I am shocked.
It's a card game, right? Or something
No,
like
no,
that?
no. It is a full-on Metal Gear Solid game that has stealth, takedowns. You can get spotted and alerted, and then a bunch of people come running at you. It is wild. My favorite part so far, there was an entire puzzle area where you had to hide in different colored boxes to go through conveyor belts and find the correct way to get out.
Huh.
I was like, this is a very
that the one
Kojima
where
thing.
The enemies are like the grid thing?
No, I guarantee you have not seen this game. I didn't know this game existed.
But I'm gonna still ask about it like I have seen it. And I could just be wrong a bunch. So that
It's
your excitement about this game becomes like anger at me for like, you have not seen this game.
you
is it-
are a toy.
Is it the one that's like you're a marble and you're going down a puzzle?
Yes, the monkey ball crossover with Metal Gear. Yeah, Nambrad Low.
Ding, ding, ding.
Dun, dun, dun. The ball rolls off the side. Snake! Snake! I'm actually gonna pull up an image of it because Nambrad Love says you're thinking of Metal Gear Solid Acid on PSP, Lee. Lurking Rider says Metal Gear or Metal Gear Solid, they're different games in the same universe. No, this is legitimately Metal Gear Solid on the Game Boy Color. Like I said, I did not know that this existed. I'm actually just kind of tempted to go get the Analog Pocket and pop it on.
Is that the one where you're a little purple fella and you have to go up like a grid?
Yeah, you're a little purple fella. Let me see. That's not gonna be easy to show. I mean, none of this is gonna be really easy to show. I'm gonna see if I can get it here. Like, take over the screen. You're the screen now. Yeah, it's not doing it. But yeah, it is all like, you know, Game Boy Pixel and stuff. But yeah, you're running around a map. It is isometric. You have your gear, you have your items. It's legitimately fun. I highly recommend checking it out. You can get a reproduction of it pretty cheap.
Is Otacon every once in a while popping in and saying something that you're kind of like,
no, and I'm extremely
are you
disappointed.
okay?
I'm extremely disappointed. Otacon is not in it so far. I'm very upset.
Otacon was great, but also sometimes
Otacon.
like, dude, Otacon, you need to reevaluate some of your.
You know what? I just realized you gave me another chance to tell my favorite bad joke in the entire world, and it has to do with Metal Gear Solid. And I'm pretty sure I've said it on a CNE stream before, and I'm gonna say it again.
Thank you. I didn't hear it.
What did Solid Snake say when he was at a party and he was given beer from a rusty keg?
What?
Metal beer.
So when you say your favorite bad joke, you really were like,
it's a bad
serious.
joke, and I love it so much. I heard that on an IGN podcast like over 10 years ago, and I nearly killed me. Oh my god. God, how do we even get on all of that?
Welcome
We were talking about
to
board games and then Dark Souls
welcome
and
to
then
the
that.
beauty of Griddle Champions, baby.
And they say that we do tangents on the other shows. Did you know
Yeah.
that on my writing podcast, writing about dragon shit with B Dave and Aaron, we have actually named our fans Tangerinos
Nice.
because it's like, hey, you go on the tangents with us. You here. Cassius 335. Okay, now we need Sean back.
I know I'm the one that usually busts out the jokes that make Sean like, with that, we're done.
See, but that's why you and I get along, because we love those jokes.
Yeah, but then it's like, it's dangerous to have no one to be like, hey, you need to stop that.
Yeah, but no, it is fun times. But no, like going back to the Dark Souls thing though, you're saying you're bad at games. Here's the thing. I do think that Dark Souls does get a much rougher rap than it actually deserves. One of my friends recently who was like, I love Dark Souls, but I'm never going to beat a Dark Souls game, literally just beat Dark Souls 1 for the first time a few weeks ago. And we're almost done with Dark Souls 3, and then maybe he'll go through 2. But the thing is, though, is I will fully agree with people that it's like it does need difficulty modes for accessibility, and I think anyone should be able to enjoy those games. However, I did see someone suggest in the chat earlier when you're talking about this, there are plenty of Let's Plays of those Dark Souls games that I think you would enjoy. One of them is called,
Sure.
I'll link them to you later, but for people that are watching right now, Prepare to Try an RKG. That group of friends are my favorite people to watch play Dark Souls games. Gab Smolders is doing a playthrough of Dark Souls 1 right now, which is really good. That's actually how I really got into beating a Dark Souls game, was watching Let's Plays with it and being like, oh wait, I think I could do this, and then giving it a shot.
The thing though, when you die in that game, there's like a lot of backtracking, right? If you got
Not necessarily. It depends on where you are. There are definitely difficulty modes. Let's talk about Sekiro. Yeah, Sekiro 1000% needed a difficulty mode. The backtracking of it, like the best way to really think about Dark Souls is Metroidvania style, because that's exactly what it is.
Oh, nice. So another game I'm bad at.
Yeah.
Here's what it is.
Mhm.
I played a lot of fighting games growing up. Like that was my thing.
Yeah.
Here's what I would call, I'm one of the best bad players, right? Like once you actually know what you're doing and can execute, I lose. But I do know more than your average. Like, oh yeah, I love Street Fighter. I'm just the fireball guy. Yeah. I'm like, and then the people that are like, oh yeah, I could beat anybody, and I'll just be like, all right. Before I even entertain the idea of like, all right, I'll play you. Let's see how it is.
Yep.
What's a cross up? If they can answer that, then I'm like, all right, there's a chance.
I like that. No, like when it comes to competitive games, I'm not really a big fan of them. Like especially like fighting games where like if like I'm over at a friend's house and they're super ridiculously good at it and I'm not, and they just kick my ass for like several rounds. I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm glad you're having fun. I'm absolutely not. Cool beans. Also, someone recommended, who's this? WW Monster? Oh, I like that, Monster. Highly recommend Outside Extra Dark Souls / Bloodborne Let's Play. I'm actually going to go onto YouTube right now and find that one, add it to my list, because I do love watching playthroughs of them. In case you don't know, chat, since mid-December, for some reason decided to beat Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, and Bloodborne in order, and I don't know why, but I did, and it was fun.
Is Bloodborne the fourth?
Bloodborne is a separate game from Dark Souls, but is very much in the same vein as Dark Souls. And that's why the genre is called Soulsborne now, because it's just taking,
sure.
it's a fun game. But
They could have gone Dark Blood.
Dark Blood. Dark Blood sounds cool.
That's right.
Nan Bread Loaf. There are also people playing the entire Dark Souls game on Donkey Kong bongos and DDR pads. That is true. I watched someone beat Madeir with a freaking DDR pad yesterday. It is wild.
Can I use the Duck Hunt gun? Dude,
that'd be so good.
Is the Metal Gear game that you were talking about
God
the one where you're like a circle with a piece missing, and you have to like eat the little balls?
Close. This one is actually a prequel to that one.
Whoa.
Yeah. This is actually how Solid Snake got into that form. Apparently I watched some of this Let's Play at one point. Oh no, my wife probably did. She loves Outside Xbox.
I'm gonna do one of those things where I flip a pancake. Is that cool with you?
I mean, I guess. I mean, if that's what we want to do. Oh my gosh! Look at her. Look at Celeste Cobald. Pow, 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 pow. J-Dog says, take a photo. You're right, because I totally forgot to take a photo of the last one, but I did take a photo of the cool glasses on the other side of this one. There we go.
Oh, cool. Then send it to me so I don't have to do nothing.
Well, I can't, because I'm doing this all through my computer right now, and I can't really touch Twitter on
I don't need it right now. I'm
okay,
busy.
fine. Jeez.
I'm busy, dude.
I'm busy.
You know what's cool about the image you sent me is like I got those colors.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Nothing's worse than like trying to be like, oh, make this character, and it's like, well, here's the deal. They're green now.
Listen, I understand that you consider me the Bob Ross of pancake art, but I can't just swirl it on there.
Happy little kobolds.
Happy little kobolds. That little kobold right there, it's gonna be our little secret. I would genuinely love it if we did an episode of Griddle Champions as Bob Ross. Like, you take one of these little things, you just slam it a few times against the table, beat the devil out of it.
Is that a thing he says?
Oh, yeah, you do. Oh, man. Okay, so this is going to sound really weird. One of my favorite things to do when I'm painting D&D minis is to put Bob Ross on. It's either that or podcasts. But I love it because, yeah, occasionally when he does the paint thinner on his brush, to get the paint thinner off, he just slaps it against the easel, and he just beat the devil out of it. My favorite one, though, he does it once, and he says, see, I have fun with that, you have fun with that, but the guy behind the camera who's getting splashed by all this is not having fun with that.
Nice.
Let's see. What do we got in here? But Banana Mobster looks like something from a Saturday morning cartoon. That makes me so darn happy because I love to think of my D&D games as Saturday morning cartoons. Okay, so some backstory here. I used to run games at a bookstore for kids. And I did that pre-pandemic, pre this job. And one of those kids actually reached out to me on Instagram this week. And they were like, hey, I used to be in those games you ran, and I'm going to run a game for my friends who haven't played D&D before. Do you have any advice?
Aww.
Yeah, it was super sweet, super wholesome. So I was telling them stuff, and I was like, try and make their first experience with it exciting. Like, I always try to think of my games as Saturday morning cartoons, and then I put in parentheses, I'm now realizing this is an extremely dated reference, and I apologize.
Yeah. I try to think of it as a Netflix binge.
Yeah, it was like, this kid probably, I don't know if they existed when Saturday morning cartoons were still a thing, which made me sad. Let's see. This is WW Monster again. Luke on Outside Xbox made the live stream so fun and had to beat Orphan of Kos, some say Cosm, off stream, and the monologue he did to overlay the capture of him doing the fight in his British colony era adventure narration. And I was laughing so hard while he was having an existential crisis on screen. I gotta find that. That sounds fantastic. Take a picture of all of them and put them together at the end. I will try to do that, Joan of Arc, which is, I love that name because I get to talk to Joan of Arc. Lurking Rider, Celeste as a kobold is legit one of the best designs I've seen. New skin for in-game win. Okay, so here's the thing, Lurking Rider. If you or anyone else in the chat want to see these as skins in the game, let us know. Post about it. Be sure to like and share the comics. I know that is like the cliche thing to say. Make sure to like and subscribe. Punch that bell. But legitimately, that is how these might end up in the game one day, is by showing enough interest and letting CNE know that you want them in game, that hopefully one day they will be. I would love that. That would be more wild.
I'm putting it out there that if you have a mage hand ever appear in, like,
yeah. Oh, do you want the Griddle Champions thing on it? Oh, you want it with the spatula.
I want it to be undeniably me.
Undeniably me. We'll get the tattoo and everything.
Yeah. I'm not getting an in-game anything anytime soon.
Oh, come on now. I who knows? Things happen. Things happen fast. But I will keep that in mind. I'll put I'll put a note in there.
I swear to God, if you know of something coming down the pike, you better.
I don't. I wouldn't do that to you. Real Bunny Bee says, in highlighting it, we're telling you now, throws money at the screen. Listen, you can tell me, and all day, but that doesn't mean it's going to get in the game. I cannot draw or code or put things in the game. I sit here and I talk with the community, and that's my job. Okay, I don't.
But here's the question, though: like the skins, how much can they change?
Oh, they can.
The design model.
They can. We already do. We do already have a Kobold Havilar in game.
Right.
And it totally shrinks her down a little bit. So yeah, no, that is absolutely something that could happen. Lurking Rider, still want to convince Dylan and Jason to do Griddle Champions theme tune. I mean, keep telling them. That's how you get stuff.
No, they don't do that though. They tell us, and we're like, yes, I know, me too.
Well, I mean, here's the great thing, that the Orcus and Raven Queen song that they did, that was literally because Jason was on Champions of Lore with us and we made a joke about it. He goes, oh, I want to do that. So keep telling them that's what you want to hear, and maybe someday you'll get it.
He was in chat as I made 37 pancakes of his character.
37. Like, well, see, if you'd made 38, probably would have got a theme.
You know what?
Yeah, you gotta think about it.
But no, it's I want it to be. Sean was like saying that he thinks like a metal thing, and I'm like, dude, we're the most relaxing, chill, like good time. I want Phil Collins.
Ooh, yeah. I could see that. We get animation done for the intro, and they do the but it's all spatulas. Let's see.
I can hear it flipping on the griddle tonight.
Oh my God, yes.
But it's not. I mean, he doesn't do covers or spoofs. He does. I'm just saying in the style of.
I think that I don't know. I think you hit gold right there personally.
Yeah, I do that every day.
Cassius335 question: have Trevor and Luke figured out their own kobold forms? No, but oh my gosh, now I want to bug Luke about that. I will show him that comment later and see what he thinks.
Well, I mean, Trevor probably not, but I'm assuming that Luke is.
I mean, maybe, yeah. I know Luke is a very busy man with the drawing and the artwork and everything. So
he's a very busy man.
J-Dog says, oh, it's apparently the Griddle Champions thing was brought up on Tuesday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's all falling into place. Speaking of falling into place, they dropped the episode, season 3, episode 3, titled Lee Goldberg, the Cocked Eye podcast from Fort Nerd. They interviewed me for that podcast.
Yeah.
What's funny is I was actually supposed to do that interview months ago.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, and it was like correlated with the worst mental health I've had in the last many years. And luckily, actually, my connection was not good. Like,
oh
it was when I was
yeah,
like, it was right before I got the new computer, so like my audio wasn't good. I couldn't hear nothing was working, so I used like my Bluetooth headphones, and possibly because of that, the connection was awful.
Yeah, no, I remember talking about that. Yep, but like I said, podcasts can be done at any time, and look at you now.
Yeah, it was really fun, and it dropped today.
That's good. What was the name of it again?
It's the Cocked Die podcast.
Okay, I'm actually gonna go to your.
I think it's on Spotify. I retweeted it before my Twitter decided not to let me make tweets today.
How dare it? Okay, yeah. There we go. I've got it there, so I can check that out later. Sweet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that. Look at it's gonna be blurry, but it's the Lee Goldberg name. You can't see it, but it's a blur of a Lee Goldberg. Yeah. Nope, stop that. Just add. Ugh! Download
episode. An episode title.
Yeah. Oh hey, look, there's a Robo Goblin on this thing too. Oh my gosh. Hey, there's people I know on there. I should check that out. Let's see. What is half B? Are red pandas a step up or down from kobolds? I mean, ¿por qué no los dos? Red panda kobolds. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it feels like a real lateral move because they're both pretty great.
Lurking Writer, I managed to get Champions of Lore as a lyric in the most recent song, which is Baby Steps, but still. What? Oh, I gotta go check. Apparently, Lurking Writer got Champions of Lore as a lyric in the most recent song on Bardic Inspiration. I gotta go check that out.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. See, this
I don't know if you know this, though, but you're on Griddle Champions, so why would you bring that up? I'm totally kidding.
I know.
All I want is forever great things for you, Trevor.
It's the same for you. I only want you to be the most successful and awesomest of always. That's a sentence.
I feel good, so it must be.
Yeah. Wandering. Bereft? I'm gonna say yeah, we're gonna go with that. Why is Boo not also a co-Boo old? I like that. That is funny.
Wandering Bereft.
Wandering Bereft? Yes. I can't read. Sometimes it's very difficult. The ADHD and the dyslexia, you know. So yeah, the reason that Boo is not a lizard or kobold or whatever is mainly because we felt like we could get better jokes with having him be a hamster still and everyone else kobolds. So purely just for like potential of jokes, we went with that one.
Yeah, it is, while it may be more thematically like, hey, shouldn't they also be one? The humor of it is 100% more.
And also, like, you know, a purple kobold with a hamster on him, no matter from what angle you're gonna go, that's Minsk. So it was definitely one of those like ways that you definitely know that this is the champion that we're using here. What was this? Thanks, it's okay. I also answered to Oi you. I'll keep that in mind, Oi you.
Oi you.
Oi you. Oh boy. Let's see.
I'm gonna put it out there right now, Trevor. Sometime this year. Whether it be a couple, or whatever. I want to play a game you DM or GM. I have never gotten to do that, and I feel like it'd be a lot of fun. And I know you're super busy, so I'm not trying to be like, I'm gonna make a show about it. I'm not. I
may or may not have things coming up that are not yet announced that, you know, have the potential for those things. You know, who knows? Things could happen.
Did I just apply?
Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? See, that's the thing. Like, that's generally what I tell people is like, there's no harm in saying stuff like that, because you never know. They might be working on something that they're like, hey, that actually works out really well. Cat, are you now attacking my door? Cat? All right.
I also want to play. I do also kind of want to play in a game where we get to explore our super adventurer characters from the one shot we played. Like, that was so fun.
With Gar?
Where we were brothers.
Yeah, we were brothers.
Like,
yeah.
Vigilante superheroes, and I was.
That was cool. I was a Way of Mercy monk.
Yeah, and I was the what is the first time I ever played a barbarian.
The Path of the Beast.
Yeah, Path of the Beast.
Yeah, we were like the Bash Bros.
It was like if Hawk and Dove is what the look kind of was.
Yep.
It was like Hawk and Dove were stylistically in a game of D&D, and it was just super fun.
That was a blast. Lurking Rare says, "What is the cat's name?" My cat's name is Penelope, but we call her Pen Pen.
We got a dog, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you got a new pupper.
Iris.
This is the baby pupper.
Yeah, Iris is real. And that's what's funny too, is I didn't name her, but I also kept my mouth shut when I realized that Ashley wanted to name our dog the same name as the CNE, like the Idol Champion mascot.
Oh yeah.
I was like, yes, I have a reason also why Iris is a cool. I mean, it was also just, frankly, Iris is a very cool name.
It is.
Although it's such a weird thing to be like, oh yeah, well, if Miles wasn't Miles, there was the potential that we were gonna name our kid Iris, because for the first now I got Instagram stuck on my head, so I'm not even thinking of the right word. Sonogram.
Oh, okay.
The first sonogram we got, it was too soon to really tell, but the lady was like, hey, don't go buying clothes or anything yet, but looking at this, and I've done this for a long time, pretty sure you guys are having a girl. So we ended up landing on the name Violet.
Oh, that's a good name.
But Iris was in contention for that. And it's such a weird thing to be like, oh yeah, we were thinking of naming our human child Iris. Instead, we named our dog Iris.
Allow me to give you a version of this story that will make you feel better.
Because the other thing is really bad?
Oh, check this out. When I was a kid, I found out that my mom told me, like, oh yeah, if you were born a girl, we were going to name you Emily. And I went, that's the dog's name that we currently have and had before I was born.
Oh my gosh.
And she was like, yeah. And I'm like, what were you gonna do? And she's like, oh, you're just gonna change the dog's name. I'm like, I'm sorry? So yeah, no, that there could have been that version of it where you already had a dog named Iris, and you're like, oh, we got a girl, we're gonna name her Iris, so we'll change this one to Violet.
Change the current dog's name.
Yeah. I love that story.
What's interesting is if my name wasn't Lee, it was gonna be Spot. So
are you? Please tell me you're messing with me.
I don't want to tell you that. Because if you have to have someone say, like, I am joking about my potential name being
Spot,
an only pet name.
Oh, I love you, buddy. I still would have loved you as a Spot. It would have been great. It would have been great.
Although it is one of those things too where like, what do you say when you meet someone that has the same name as your dog? Because it's not like, oh yeah, this is my friend Madison. It'd be like, oh,
I have a dog named Madison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to meet you. My dog was named after you, human person.
Trust me. If I ever meet someone named Penelope, I'm not bringing that up. I'm not. That would be very weird. But Well, what's funny is, years and years and years later, in my 30s, when I found out I had a bunch of half siblings. If you want to find out about that, listen to my podcast From the Same Mister. One of my half siblings is named Emily, and I thought that was so funny. I'm like, well, there could have been two of us at one point.
Yo, I'm not sure. The flip might totally like change the game in a way we don't expect it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna go out and say that this pancake is going to be really good.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm excited.
And then we'll do your zombie nugget.
My zombie nugget.
Or DJ's zombie nugget.
I am firmly in my seat. My socks are secure, so they do not fly off once this flip happens. I'm ready. I'm ready to observe.
You never actually did say what the weekend bonuses were.
I didn't actually ever say what the weekend bonuses are. While this one cooks, let's check it out. We're having too good of a time. Okay. So the weekend bonuses are as thusly. Once it loads. That's the wrong week. Is this the right week? This is the right week. So we got the paid upfront weekend, and this the champions that are going to be buffed are Morgaine, Celeste, Brunor, Omen, and Evelyn. And for each of them, Morgaine will have paid up front at plus 200%. Celeste will have Crusader's Mantle plus 200%. Brunor Rally plus 200%. Omen Shadow Cancel plus 200%. And then Evelyn Divine Prayer plus 200%. So that's what you got. I gave you a good heads up, a half hour before they happen. So enjoy. Did I miss anything? Okay. Where's the thing that I had that I lost that is there? Okay.
Oh.
Hmm?
No, I just realized right now that I didn't raise the temperature much, and I need this to start cooking faster than it is. So we can get.
Yes. What? I'm checking back out on chat. Oh yeah, Sasha grabbed some of these. Real Bunny Beast. Can we also apply to be DM'd by Trevor? Listen, that is a lot of DMing. I don't get me wrong. I would love to DM for everyone. Like I love DMing. I'm a very happy forever DM. And if I had the time, I absolutely would DM for everybody.
Tell you what, if you want to be DM, if you want to apply to be DM by Trevor, make a pancake art portrait of him. If you don't do that, you can't even be on a list.
That's setting a very high bar for a lot of my players.
Yeah. Oh, I'm fine. I'm coming in with pink slit.
J Dog came in with how many channel points will it cost to get into Trevor's DM'd game? See, now we're speaking, an exchange of currencies. I don't know.
Extortion.
Yeah.
If we're being totally honest, I don't know if that falls into the purview. I don't think it does.
Making pancakes, making Trevor pancakes. Bribe. It's a bribe, says someone. I mean, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely one of those things where, like, I don't run as many games as I legitimately want to.
It's not easy.
I will say that I do have more things coming up, where you may get to hear me DM, but those are to be announced later. Lurking Writer.
It's just because you've done Pathfinder before, right?
I have played and run Pathfinder. Yes.
Have you ever done Starfinder?
I have run Starfinder.
Oh my gosh, it looks so like it was one of those things where I was like, it's so crunchy, but like I've been listening
it is very crunchy.
I've been listening to a lot, and I feel like that's okay.
I mean,
I don't know. I want to try it someday.
If crunch is your thing, Starfinder is great. I mean, they're so crunchy that the items have level requirements.
Right. I know that there's definitely some things like you can't a lot of that stuff, but I've just this stream of play and combat doesn't seem as affected by it as one would think. There's definitely some times where it's like,
oh yeah,
okay,
no,
hold on.
the combat, certain classes are definitely a lot crunchier than others. Like the solar, whatever one like goes back and forth with the energy types to build something up. I can't remember the exact one.
Yeah. For Starfinder.
Yeah, for Starfinder,
the
like
Jedi, basically.
Yeah, like that one does get crunchy.
Yeah, I attune to the negative energy.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, it's very cool, but it is very crunchy. The thing with Starfinder is it is absolutely in the middle of Pathfinder First Edition and Pathfinder Second Edition. Like it feels like a Pathfinder 1.5. So, you know. Even the other side of this pancake looks good, Lee. Like I'm not just saying that because it's from a webcomic I work on. I like it.
No, I know. Cool. That's why I said something. I was like, I might be mystified by the flip, although I will say that sometimes deep purples are a little hard to read.
I see.
Oh, it's ready.
All right. Get the flip in the chat. Panic! Oh
no!
I like it. It got a little stuck there, but I like it.
Why did that light purple cooks weird sometimes?
I still like it.
I still like it too.
Look at Boo with the little fingers. That I told Lee this. That was one of those things that Luke absolutely knocked out of the park, because in the script for it, I literally just wrote Boo looks sad. And I mean, Luke read the assignment. I did take a photo, Lurking Rider. I did take a photo. I got it.
Me too. I did as well.
Shows up blue on my screen, but I don't know if that's my monitor or not. Yeah, it's a fun thing with monitors and whatnot. Minsk Bloodskin, yeah. Well, the funny thing is we hadn't actually talked about the color for them. I didn't know that he was going to be doing like purples and whatnot for the Cobalt scale colors and everything. I love it. I think that looks so freaking cool.
Never seen our show before?
What? No. I mean for Luke when he was doing the Cobalt. No, I know you can do purple. Right. I know you have this on lock. You know how to make a color.
Like, that's all I color match for this.
Yeah. No.
Luke,
I was meaning Luke when he was.
That was a real smart choice. That was really good.
It really was, because like again, that purple Cobalt screams Minsk, and I absolutely love it. Is this a zombie nugget time?
This one goes out to DJ Knight.
All right, I'm gonna DM Art and Audio and DJ and let them know. I'm literally just texting Art and Audio. It's happening. I don't know if DJ's still in here, but not in chat. I'm saying if you're not in the chat, it's nugget time. Oh boy. Oh god. Hard audio. What's up? I'm smoldering. I'm soldering some XLR cable, but I hear my nugget is getting pancaked. Yes, it is. Good luck with that. Don't hurt yourself. I've only seen your Twitter post pictures of a lot of XLR cables, so I assume that is a good thing. DJ said he had to slide away, but he'll come back and lurk. All right, cool. And it looks like I'm getting Subway for lunch, so it's a good day. It's a good day, Lee.
Man, I want something for lunch.
I mean, something for lunch is always good. Yes, cool. I had something I was gonna say that I was gonna bring up. I totally forgot what it was. That happens every time on the show. I just love hanging out with you and chat and seeing some cool art. This is a fun show. This is such a fun show.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah.
always appreciate any opportunity I have to spend time talking, doing any of the things.
Any of the things, all the things.
You're one of my absolute favorite people.
And you were my absolute favorite people. So, Cassius 385, which subway? I mean, like the subway near my house?
You want the address? That's creepy.
You want the address? Yeah, I'm not giving you the address. My wife doesn't even like that I say I'm in California. But I actually just realized I just told my wife yes. So I guess I'm gonna be surprised at what I get.
I mean, do you have like a thing you always get?
I mean, right now I've just been swapping between meatball sub, it's good sub, and the BLT wrap. It's good. It's good wrap. It's good wrap.
My fiance has been like, she's one of those people who's like, oh, I can't cook, but then she'll cook something and it's super freaking good. And just recently, she just, I mean, it was nothing like I'm changing the game on recipe stuff, but she made just the most perfect chicken breast, broccoli and cauliflower, and wild rice. And just everything was cooked and seasoned so perfectly.
Oh, that sounds good. That's awesome. Lurking Writer said, I did 20 minutes of work and got curry made for me and was paid. Today was a good day. That sounds like a dang good day.
Heck yeah.
Let's see. Cassie335 question, what kind of sandwich? Right. Mystery it is. Yeah, we'll find out when it gets here. Lurking Writer, California is bigger than some countries. That's true. I've driven all the way through it. I once in my late teens did the absolutely out of my mind thing of driving from Jacksonville, Florida to San Diego, and then from San Diego to Portland. Did just a straight up L. We did not stop a lot. That was not smart. Art and audio. This is such an odd turn of my day. This is so cool to see the nugget come into being. Well, I'm glad we could make your day for you there.
Just sure hope we don't get in trouble.
Yeah, I think we'll be fine. We're at the end of the show.
Riding the forgiveness permission thing, huh?
Well, no, Art and audio's here. Like they said it was okay. Oh, you saying from C&E?
Yeah.
I think you'll be fine. I think you'll be fine. If it's not, I'll get yelled at. You won't. It'll be fine. I like that as I say that, it looked like Sasha was about to start writing something, and I was just like, yeah, Dylan's already mad. But no, this was a request. Like we took requests. Don't you all usually take requests at the end sometimes?
Don't you all usually take requests at the end sometimes?
You know, it's a thing. It's happened before.
Occasionally we've done stuff, but it's been like champions in the game.
Well, DJ was here and requested it. And DJ's real cool. I know. True. Literally the last thing that we were talking on DMs, he sent Pirates of the Caribbean gif. That meant a lot to me.
And then also, I mean, this is an episode honoring you.
Yeah. And this is part of the zombie nugget. It really makes me laugh a lot. So,
and it's part of your catalog of work in the podcast editing.
Yeah. Let's see. This is Malcavier. I think that's how I'm saying that right. Trevor, you're not the only person who has done that drive. Only I didn't stop until I was in Alaska. Oh my gosh. Well done. That is quite a drive there. Lurking Writers promoting the show, the game, the community, pancakes. It's both off topic and on brand simultaneously. See, Lurking Writer.
Right. Oh yeah.
You good people. The Camaro. Wow, I drove from SoCal to Redmond, Washington with my dad and my brother several times as a kid. It is a long drive. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we used to do a drive from like suburban Pennsylvania, like Philadelphia area, to the Outer Banks, North Carolina.
Oh yeah. Yep. Man, the I-10, there is not a lot going on there. There is not a lot. What's really funny is I was listening to a comedy soundtrack when I was driving through Texas, and the person started doing jokes about Texas and how there was nothing in Texas. And I just looked around me, and it was just pure desert for as far as the eye could see. I'm like, yeah, no, it checks out.
Well, I live in Arizona, so.
But you see, like, there is a difference, because I've driven through Arizona too, and
Right.
there's good parts of Arizona that it's got like interesting mountains in the distance, and in Texas there isn't. There is just desert, as far as the eye can see.
Gee, that.
Art Night says the art was originally drawn because it made me laugh too. That's why I draw literally anything these days, and that's a great reason to draw things.
Yeah, I wish I had a medium where, like, when inspiration hit, it was just like let me just bust this out real quick.
Yeah. No, I've tried so many times to like get better at drawing. There was a 1 month period in 2010 where I could draw really well, and I had a notebook that I drew in, and it looked really cool. And then that month passed, and I could never do it again. And I've tried to get back there, but I can't. I don't know.
I mean, it's just time and effort, which is,
Yeah.
something that, no one's saying like all you need to do is spend the time. I know you're not busy or nothing.
Yeah, you only, are trying to write a book, do a bunch of podcasts, have a full-time job, keep up with your friends, do all this other stuff. But, also learn how to draw, know. Oh, yeah, don't forget you added trying to learn how to do music to your repertoire recently. Look, I bought this thing because I was trying to learn how to do music for, like, podcast themes. That's gone terribly. But, you do stuff. You have fun.
Just do a podcast of you trying to make the jingle for it.
Just make a podcast of me getting irritated at myself for not being able to make music instantaneously. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'd watch it.
You'd watch it? You'd watch a podcast?
I would turn on the podcast and stare at my phone. Like, I would dedicate all of the time. Like, I know that I usually will just throw a podcast. Shoot, even like YouTube stuff that I'll watch, like video, like actual plays on YouTube. I just listen to that like a podcast too, because I am very lucky to have a job where I'm cooking the whole time and pretty much by myself. So I just like listen to a bunch of stuff, and it's really nice because I sort of am like, hey, just everyone leave me alone. I'm doing stuff.
Lurking Writer says, I watch your streams that get turned into podcasts. Does that count? You got me there. Well played.
Yeah, we're going to need you to start editing this as well and making this a podcast.
Here's the thing. I have offered to turn a lot of shows into podcasts.
Right, but I'll bet you a lot of those shows made more sense.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like the bummer thing too is like when I see like stuff on Twitter where it's like calling artists looking for this, like I'll read them.
Yeah.
I'll for sure read them because like maybe, but it's never something that is like, and this makes sense for you to try for, Lee.
Yeah, no, I get that.
It's just not a medium where it's like you gotta know you want a pancake of something.
You gotta know. Yeah, no, I totally get what you mean. Like, there like my medium is writing. Like that's the thing that I love doing, and a lot of time, most of the calls on Twitter, at least in the circles that I'm in, is for like game writers and stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't know what to do with that. I can write you a description real well. Yeah. That has been a weird thing, though. I actually write the descriptions for the Black Dice Society podcast that then get put on the YouTube channel. So descriptions I've written for an episode are on the official D&D YouTube channel. That's weird.
That's not weird at all. That makes sense to me. I just think you're super good at things. So
well, I think
I'm
you're
biased.
super good at things.
I'm biased.
Yeah, well, I'm also biased because I think you're just absolutely wonderful and amazing always. I mean,
It's
look at
so
this.
weird when you can be like oh, I'm biased, but it's also non-biased, like objectively truth.
I mean,
Like
that's
you're
fair.
pretty great. Like, oh, in my opinion, here's the damned actual truth.
Art and Audio put in the chat in all caps, he's doing the sparkles. I love
I
it.
hope they. I hope
Oh,
they
are you
read.
gonna do the
Oh yeah, I'm doing a nya.
yeah. Joan of Arc. Oh, little zombie nugs. This is okay. I gotta snip this one. This is so good. No, not Audacity. We're not recording a podcast right now. Okay. Yeah, oh yeah, we got Phil in the hat. Is that it? Is that a good?
That's the nya.
Yeah.
I gave the little pencil thing there all the way down because it made it funnier to me. But it's
It
sometimes
does look
it's
funnier.
just that. Sometimes it's just that. I should get a tattoo of my nya.
That would be funny.
Just the little spectacles,
Yeah.
looking, and a mustache.
Did you know I got a tattoo? I got a tattoo. That's my first
When
tattoo.
did you get that tattoo?
I got just before lockdown when I went to go see my half sister in Vegas. It was me, my sister, and my brother, and we all got DNA tattoos.
What?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, no, you should 100% get a tattoo.
Yeah, I should.
Oh god. Yeah, the zombie nugget joke though was one of my favorite things ever. And in the next
explain that for those that
So the thing that you drew there is one of the like the shambling skin things that came from Van Richten's guide. And I think
technically a D&D thing.
Yeah, and I think it was Nora who said so it's like a zombie nugget or something like that. And everybody busted up laughing. And then the next episode, this was the one that legit killed me. And during the recap of what happened, DJ just in the background goes, zombie nugget. And I was editing the episode and I had to pause it because I was laughing so hard. And I went in and raised his audio to be sure that everyone heard him say it.
It's gotta be pretty awesome to get to edit DJ Night.
Oh, dude, it's so awesome. I love getting to do that.
I just remember for Into the Motherland, because he's on that, and just like his voice, especially just his character voice too, is just like,
okay, good. Yeah,
is there butter coming out of my computer?
What? Oh, when he's talking. Oh, yeah. Okay. I was so confused for a second. I'm like, Lee, do you need to check that out? No, I 100% get what you mean with DJ.
It's not butter. It burns. Why did I think butter was coming out of my computer?
No, 100%. DJ, him talking in character, fantastic. And the werewolf voice, I legit at first was like, okay, was that a voice mod? Or was that actually him just instantly switching to deep voice? Because I believed it for a bit. Oh, boy. Let's see. Lurking Ricer's tattoo suggestion, one that says flip it on a hand and take a photo on the other.
So you're telling me that for my tattoos, I should get the two demands that are made of me.
I also like that a bubble is forming just under the mustache, so it looks like it's now like got bubble gum.
I did a pancake. Remember when Shazam was coming out and they had like some magazine cover where it was Zachary Levi? Is that?
Yeah, Zachary Levi. Yeah.
He was it was him as Shazam blowing a bubble.
Oh yeah.
And I made a pancake of it that I felt was like
Oh, really?
Good.
Oh, I got to see that one. Is that on your Instagram?
As well. I think it's on my Instagram.
The moral of today's story, chat, is go follow Lee on Instagram.
Follow me on Twitter, too.
Well, I mean, yeah, obviously. I mean, they should already be doing that. I mean, nobody that's watching this hasn't followed you on Twitter yet. Right, chat? Right? Oh, yeah, there we go. Follow. Yay. I found you, and I'm following you. Because I do what I say. All right, we're getting the flips in the chat.
All right, here we go.
All right, here we go.
DJ Knight, this is for you.
DJ and Art Audio, here we go. Oh, yes. That looks so good. Oh my gosh. All right. I'm gonna take a picture. I'm taking a photo, Jada. I'm taking a photo.
It's for me. It's not. It's the fact that I always forget to take a photo is why they.
Oh,
why
I
they
see.
do that.
I see.
But I am happy to have you do it.
Yeah, there we go.
Boom.
Yeah, that looks so good. That looks really, really good. Awesome. See no demand, it's a request. Art and Audio, oh my god.
I'm glad I chose the. Usually I just do like a plain pancake.
Yeah,
like,
the
cover.
yellow looked really good.
I wanted to do my best to make sure that these popped. And
Yeah,
yay!
that looks fantastic. Well done, Lee. And
Thank you.
And you know what? We still got 3 minutes to spare. You did this perfectly.
I can get another one done in 3 minutes.
Well, here's the thing. We should probably. Oh no, we don't.
I'm just kidding.
I just realized we don't actually have to dip out immediately because
So
Paint Slate is off.
We talking 3-hour episodes?
I would love to, but I definitely have stuff I need to do today.
Yeah, I don't.
But yeah, this was a blast, Lee. You do amazing work as always, and it was absolutely magical to get to see you do artwork of the webcomic that I'm somehow getting to work on, and the gorgeous Zombie Nugget. And I'm so
Thank
glad.
you, the lurking writer.
What was
Sorry, I just had to point out the lurking writer said I love this show, and that feels good in my heart places.
Yeah, thank you all. I'm so glad Art and Audio and DJ got to see this too. It's so good.
Did DJ see it?
I think he said he was going to be lurking, so yeah, because I think he's doing something else at the same time. But he was in the chat.
I'll post it.
Yeah, but yeah, Peyton Slate is off this week, but Garwar will be on at 2 p.m. today with his show, and then on tomorrow as well. But yeah, we're gonna have to wrap things up here. Lee, again, you do amazing work. Thank you so much for what you do. You are a magical person, and I love being able to call you friend.
And to everybody, check out. I think it's on Spotify. The Crack Dice podcast, episode 3. It's really easy to find. It's titled Lee Goldberg.
Yes.
I
Go
like how
listen to
I
that.
leaned in to say that as if my microphone wasn't attached to my face, and no one can see me. That was for me and for me alone.
Oh, I love that. That's so good. But yeah, also thank you, Sasha, for moderating the chat, grabbing some questions, and reminding me that there was a question doc, so I didn't have to continuously search through chat. You're the best. And yeah, as I usually do with these shows, thank you, Codename, for letting us have some fun, make some pancake art, and hang out with chat, and eventually get spoilers about the weekend buffs, which are going live in 1 minute, as well as a very cool announcement. Check our socials for what's being announced in 1 minute that I'm going to hit the button on soon. But I think that is going to do it for this week's episode. Lee, any last words for chat?
Y'all know I love you.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing else. I just y'all great.
So yeah, that is going to do it for this week's. Sean will be back next week, and I will be back eventually, maybe, possibly, when Sean wants to take another day off. But until next week and until next time I see you all, have a great weekend.